Yo, what's good? It's your boy Chefy J
And the guru, Savante.
in the building, and Ra is out. Yes, the sun is shining. You may not see it, but it is shining. Just look up.
It's out there
It's
somewhere in
out
the
there
clouds.
in the clouds and breathe, baby. Yes, where we get our energy from. So, who's really the savior?
Simba.
Hey, it's good. It's good. What's good, everybody? I hope you guys are having a fantabulous day. And I know that the holidays are coming up, Thanksgiving. Everybody's about to get fat. Even if you're a vegan, you're going to get some vegan fat on you. For real. Even if you're vegetarian, you're going to get some vegetarian fat on you. And even if you're not either of those things, you know, you're about to get down with the dressing, the macaroni and cheese, the yams, the collard greens, the fried chicken, the fried turkey, everything. Hey, Jay, why you going ham with this, man? Literally, I just said ham. I don't even eat it, though. But why you going ham, Jay? Because I'm a chef. This is what I do. I promote food because if I don't, then I'm not going to get any money. I need to promote what I'm in.
Yeah.
However, that's good because we're going to get filled this Thanksgiving, right? And we're going to be bathing in food.
Yeah.
Which comes with the topic, bathing in your feelings.
Yeah.
Wow. What does that mean?
What is it? Well, last week we had a show. We talked about it's all about the feeling.
All about the feeling.
And we talked about the importance of recognizing how you feel.
Okay.
And when you recognize how you feel,
Okay.
then you know that one, you don't want to feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're going to talk about, well, you don't want to feel that way. We also talked about focusing differently on different things to feel certain ways.
Okay.
And that being the way that you feel different ways, right?
Okay.
And the whole topic is about this idea of getting to a point or a place in life. That's what we all want. We want happiness. We want joy. We want the good feeling. We want the good stuff, right?
All the good stuff.
And the reason why we want all those things, or the methodology we use typically is we work hard to do these things.
We do.
And then believing that once we get to this place, destination, we got the kids, we got the wife, we got the nice car, we got the nice house. Then we're gonna be happy.
Yeah, that's what you want.
And it's like, that's not reality. You know, I can't do that sound effect pretty good, but there you go. That's better. It doesn't happen that way. That's not how things happen. That's why folks who are rich and wealthy sometimes are not happy. And sometimes how folks who don't have much can still be happy.
Right.
And so we're talking about the most important manifestation. Okay. Not the house or the wife or the kids or that thing that you want because you think in having it you would be happy.
Right.
The most important manifestation is the feeling of it. Because you pretty much jump over all these things you need to do and you go right to the feeling of happiness, right? So the first part again was recognizing. That was like us getting you in the mind frame of, yes, you have feelings. And yes, your feelings are important, right? Now that you, hopefully this last week, you've been watching things happen. You've been having some experiences. You've been recognizing, oh, I didn't like that.
Right.
Oh, that felt good. I want more of that. Oh, I don't really want no more of that. Now we're like, okay, if we can focus on that good feeling, we can bathe in it. That's where we're at today. Bathe in it.
Bathe in it. So just like that good feeling, sit in the tub with that good feeling and just douse it all over your body, douse it all over your mental. Just allow it to just soak into how you are and to become and just enjoy it.
Just enjoy it. And so I like to use I'm talking about some abstract things here. And I know for, maybe some of you all, and I know definitely Jay and I, we both like very abstract thinkers. Right. It can be really easy for us to take a topic and we connect it to like something that's logical. That's really easy for us to do.
Yeah.
But for some of you all, that may be like, man, I'm not sure what the heck he's talking about. You got to give me some examples. I like to use examples because that's a good way to bring the knowledge into where you are.
Right.
So let's use example of, most of us are parents. I'm not a parent, but I work with kids, and I know the feeling of working with a kid, right? when you see a baby and you just like, oh my God, it's so cute. Right. You know, like you just really just kind of like get into this your child because you see their innocence and you see like their potential. You know that like that they just want to be happy and they're just really, really cool. They don't have to do anything where they are right now. They just being themselves. Right. So you have a child and say, you know, the early years, I'm guessing, because I don't have kids, but I'm guessing the early years are pretty easy. I mean, other than like probably late night sleeping and you know.
Yeah, it's sweet, man.
It's just, but sweet. What happens when they get to like 10, 11 years old and they start thinking for themselves, right?
That's the one right there where it's right. Like you got to bag back because it's like, well, Dad, I don't think that was right. What do you mean? Well, you told me that Candace ain't in our vocabulary. You said that we don't give excuses. Right. So you're telling me we can't go to the zoo today? You know, kids will throw that at you, man. My son, he sees real quick like that. I'll be like, son, this is different. But Dad, you said when you say we can't do something, that's giving an excuse. Yeah. So me being quick, I say, I understand. I said I can't. So let me bag back. Yeah. The timing today isn't the right time for us to go. I'm not going to say we can't go, but the timing today won't allow us to do it. But we can go on another day, y'all. Yeah. Yeah. And he'll be like, all right, Dad.
I gave up. You kind of got me there. I don't got to come back. I don't got to come back. Well, here another one example that I often see with parents is like homework and school education, right? You know, this is a struggle. Like you know, as an adult, there's like maybe some of you guys know. I know school is not that big a deal. I know it's not, but I do know there are certain things you have to do to like be in a position for certain opportunities. You know, like the degree of school sometimes, or the diploma is an important thing to have. You want them to have options and resources. You want them to have choices. You don't want them to limit themselves on what they can and cannot do, and you just want them to honestly. What do you really want them to be, Joe? You're a parent. What do you really want for your kids? You sum it down to everything.
Better than me.
Better
you always want your child to exceed better than you.
Why do you want that?
Because you understood through experience the struggles that you had coming up. So you want to paint a better picture for your child to excel and not deal with the same struggles that you dealt with.
Yeah. And why do you want that?
Because it feels good.
Right. Because you want them to feel good, right? Want them to feel good. And that's what we just kind of did in that quick little second is what I wanted you guys to do last week by yourself. Is to come down to the idea that everything you want is to feel good, right?
Everything.
Talk about that heavily. Now, the whole thing is, why do you want your kids to get those good grades? You know, we harp on good grades. Why you got to see and blah, 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 blah. You know, like when it comes down to it, do you ever tell your kids, hey, son, daughter, I want you to be happy. That's it. I just want you to be happy. Or do we say, you better get them grades right, or you're not having Christmas, you know, or you're not getting no presents. You know, we kind of like we do what our parents did to us. You know, you talk to a kid and you realize that, man, I just said something my mom said to me that said I would never say to my kid.
Right.
Yep. And so what I'm getting at is it's not the grades that you want for your children. You don't want the perfect grades. What you really want is for them to be happy. You want them to be satisfied. You want them to feel good, and you want to see the smiles on their faces. You want them to see the confidence, the competency in their whole being. You want them to be confident about what they're doing. So why can't you just daydream about that? Why can't we just why do we feel the need to force a conversation or a situation to have an argument, right? And then say at the end, well, I just want you to whatever. Why can't we just say that from the beginning? Why do we have to have a bad feeling about that? Why do we have to have an argument about that? You know what I'm saying? Why we gotta threaten to beat their ass if they don't do their schoolwork? You know what I'm saying? That's what happens. You know, like I'm not maybe everyone on parent like that, but
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know when I was a kid, if I didn't do my projects and my homework, it was like get my ass beat. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I was different, you know. My mom, she would say, I asked my mom one time to help me, and my mom cursed me out. It was like, "Didn't you learn it at school? You know what I'm saying? Why you asking me?" And I already knew, like, my mom probably didn't know this word.
Exactly.
You
She
know what
didn't
I'm
know
saying? But that was the last time I asked my mom or anybody
for help.
for help, and I would go as far as making sure I knew how to do it because I never wanted to be in a position and feel bad, like, man, you know what I'm saying? People coming down on me because I don't know something.
Right.
So if I didn't know it, I used to carry a pocket dictionary in my pocket in high school,
Mm-hmm.
all through high school, because I never wanted to be without knowing what a word meant.
Yeah. And you know what? Someone will say, and that's two perspectives on that, Jay. It's like that made you more independent.
Yeah,
You
it
know,
did.
that's a good thing,
It
right?
did.
But also, here's the other thing too. What do we want as family members? What do we want between moms and dads, between siblings, between brothers and sisters, between cousins, aunts, uncles? What do we really want?
We want support.
We
We
want
want
connection, right?
that love. Yeah.
Yeah, we want connection. And so that also it it also created a space where the connection wasn't there between your mom. She didn't miss an opportunity, but that was opportunity that could have been seized. She
I
could have.
say I say that the connection of intellect wasn't there, but the connection of love was. I look at it like this. There is like finances, right? I may love you, but I'm not gonna come to you with money because you're not financially sound.
Oh, gotcha.
So that financial connection on an intimate level when we're talking about finances is not there.
Yeah.
So you'll say, why you never come to me about it? Because our past history is it's never been there.
Gotcha.
You never fulfilled that knowledge. You never really consumed me with knowing that we had that. And ultimately, what are you saying? I didn't feel right asking you.
Asking you, right?
You know?
I hear what you're saying too. It's like you knew your mom maybe didn't have the information to give you, so there's no point in time wasting the time to go and do that.
Right.
Other thing too is that maybe she didn't have to have the knowledge, but maybe she could have said, you know, son, I really don't know that, but I know that this is a, you know, just to create the excitement for you. This could be a very fun moment. She was learning new information. I'm happy to see you growing and knowing this. And I don't know it, which means you're going further than me, which I'm excited. You're going to be more intelligent.
Right.
And so that's the connection that we really want to have. Right.
Exactly.
And so what we do is we focus most times on the physical manifestation, the grades, the grief, and we miss the emotional moments. We miss those happy moments that we could be creating.
You're right.
We think the moment's going to happen at the end of all the results.
Right.
And that's not, you know, that's not really what was going. We're missing like all the joy, all the gold. We're missing the true treasure. We think the treasure's at the end of the rainbow. But not use rainbow as a reference, but
somewhere over the rainbow.
But really through the process is really all the treasure, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so it's like to be in a moment, right? There's a book called The Power of Now, right? You've heard that book. That's a very popular book. I think I made a video about that a couple days ago. I'm not sure if we posted, but there is something amazing about being in the moment.
Yeah.
Because really, that's all your powers right there.
No, man.
All your powers right there. And so we really give our power away by trying to, again, I keep harping on this, thinking about, well, when they get the high school diploma and they get their degree, that's when they'll be happy. I'll rest then and I'll enjoy it now. I'll enjoy it then. No, you're missing the moments right now.
Yeah, and that's it. I think that's what we don't allow ourselves to bask in our feeling. Is because we always say, and I think we pass this down too. Yeah. It's like a carbon copy of the carbon copy. We always say, if I have this, then it'll be better.
Yeah.
That's not true. Because when you get it, you're gonna say it again.
Exactly. You're gonna need
now else. I got this. Now I need something else. I think we, like you said in the past, last week, we put our feelings are mostly attached with something. Yeah. Because we want to feel good. Right? So we usually, if I get this degree, then I'll be up here and I can make this amount of money. Yeah. You get that degree, but you can't even find a job because the degree has prone for you to go get a job, not create a job. Right. It's a difference. Getting a job and creating one. is you being the boss of yourself.
Yeah.
But that degree, you're looking at, hey, if I get this degree, I'll be able to get this amount of money. Then I'll be able to get this house.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll be able to drive this car, and I'll feel good.
So you delayed your happiness. You delayed your happiness when you could have been happy now about being in the moment, learning about the new information, enjoying the process. And here's the thing: not only have you delayed your happiness, but your power is in your happiness.
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed that when you feel good, that your day goes well? The things just they just kind of fall in line.
That's
right?
True right there, man. That's true.
And what you're doing, let me give you the metaphysical meaning behind that is that you are sending out a signal always. You cannot stop sending out a signal.
Yeah, frequency.
Your frequency is being beamed out to the world, right? Okay. And then frequencies of likeness are attracted to that.
Yeah.
We had a show about a law of attraction. We talked about this. I'm kind of reviewing a little bit very shortly. Like attracts like.
Yeah.
So like frequencies that are feeling good, happiness, joy. You meet someone in grocery shopping and they got a smile on their face, they beaming. You like, oh my God,
you start beaming.
Right, you start beaming, right? You like, oh man, we met. I feel like I know you, but I don't know you. And you have a great conversation in passing, and it's a good feeling, right? Now, let's think about this. The other part, of course, is when things go bad and they get really shitty. You know what I'm saying? it's like quicksand.
Man, it's
quicksand.
Yes.
You get your feet in quicksand. And you try to pull out, and you go deeper in your car. You got a flat tire. Baby mama going in you about the kids. The kids got and everything is bad. Kids got projects they supposed to do today. They learned about it last week.
And sometimes we go deeper into something because we want to feel good. We want to feel a pleasure at that moment. And we know we shouldn't have, but I want to feel good.
Yeah.
So we go even deeper into it.
So we fight it. And we fight it. We want to have that power, so we fight it. And then we get worse.
Yeah.
Now she's talking about sending her cousin to come whoop your ass.
Hey, that sounds like some drama right there. That sounds like too much drama.
Because you talking nasty.
No. Hey, don't have baby mamas. Don't. All right, try not to have a baby mama. And if you do, make sure she's man, like she's good.
You gotta treat her nice.
Treat her nice, man.
Treat her nice.
Anyway. That's the key. Because I think about. I know it's a little sidetrack, but I look at all the guys like older, like back in the day who had like kids everywhere, and they didn't have that type of drama that it is today.
They did.
It's because they took care of their kids and the baby mama.
Yeah.
And so the brother got a wife and 2 baby mamas, and they all get along.
Right.
And it's like, how is it? Because you look at the lady, she's like, he always took care of his kids.
He always took care
of his kids.
Right, exactly. So there's a little wisdom for you.
Take care of your kids.
Take care of your kids.
Even if she dirty.
What?
I'm saying, even if the chick is dirty and she trying to be scandalous,
you're not physically dirty. Not physically
dirty. If she's dirty, then that's all right. What?
Okay. That was an interesting segue. Okay, we're getting back. Okay, so we're understanding that the idea is the importance is not in what you're trying to get to, it's in the feeling, right? And you can see that in the examples I gave you. You feel good, you start seeing more things that make you feel good. You feeling bad, then you start attracting those things that feel bad, right? So if that's true, and you can see that as being true in your life, then you have to acknowledge that if you could possibly control how you feel, right? If you could mostly stay in a certain split space where you feel good most times, it doesn't matter how you do it, right? At this point, it doesn't matter how. But if you could, then we have to agree that you're probably going to attract good things, right? Right. So let's go back to the example of your kid. You want to have good grades, right? Now you tried the other way, which is I'm gonna beat your ass if you don't do your homework. You know, you're gonna lose your video game privileges. You're gonna lose your phone. I'm gonna take this from you. You better get there, and I'm gonna be sitting in class every day with your teacher, right? Now you stressed out, they stressed out. You know, they feeling embarrassed. The relationship is kind of like, because that is like that. Relationship is built on trust.
Right.
A relationship is built on trust. So if you're not giving your child the opportunity to make mistakes and show you believe, then that deteriorates that whole relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Another way I'm suggesting is, what if before you even talk to them about the homework, you just take 5-10 minutes, you calm yourself down, relax, maybe get you something to make you feel good, a sip of wine or whatever, right? You relax and you just daydream about their progression and their enjoyment of education. You see them in class excited about the information. You see them being attentive, asking questions to the teacher.
Mm-hmm.
You see them thinking and using their critical thinking skills. You see them being independent. You just imagine them, right? You use your imagination.
Mm-hmm.
What did Einstein say? He said, imagination is true intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
You just use your imagination and you just imagine this. And then you start feeling so proud as a parent. Oh man, it brings, you just feel the love in your heart for your child.
Yeah.
And you see their happiness and you feel proud as a parent. And you know you've done a great job. You know you've done everything you should. And you don't feel guilty about what you haven't done or what you haven't achieved. You don't feel guilty that you don't have all the money and you don't have all those things, but you just feel so filled with the emotion of being an awesome parent who's loving their kid. And then you have the conversation, right? Wouldn't that just change everything, right?
Yeah, that frequency. You're on a whole nother level now. You
Right.
vibrated higher. You sat there. Daydreaming is also kind of like a form of meditation. You sitting there, you just got your eyes open and you're just like, you imagining. And that's, first of all, you taking time for yourself. And when you take that time for yourself and then you're thinking positive thought, it's like you're creating at this time. Now you're creating a frequency that is unseen, but that can be connected on another level as you vibrate higher.
Yeah.
So the connection that the area of life and creation that you're creating that's unseen, you are now about to allow it to manifest through a frequency as you communicate. And we call it words, but it's nothing but symbols. So now through the act of symbology on communicating with another human being, your frequency that you're giving out, which is a higher energy, allows that child now to be like, Mama, I've never seen it that way. But that aha moment, that light bulb moment is bing, and you're like, Daddy, now I know. Now that child goes to school on charge.
Yeah.
And come back like, bang. Like I was just teaching my son the vowels, long vowels and short vowels. And he got it. And he was like, Dad, now when he read, he understand the symbols and the sounds of the words, and knowing that a long vowel is the letter of the name. Short vowel is the sound of that letter. And now he's seeing it and he's reading and he's like, I got it, Dad.
And if you're with me in this moment, you can see the excitement bleeding through him as being a proud parent.
Yeah.
And you can see the proudness he's transferring from his son, that happiness, right?
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about. Your kids will feel your doubt. They will feel your confidence. They will feel these things. Now you still say, now baby, I believe in you, right? But they be like, I don't feel right.
Show me you believe in me.
You when you feel you believe in them, that's when they'll feel you believe in them. When you're having doubts about where they're going and you're afraid and you're concerned, you cannot help them from that place. You cannot help someone from a place of doubt or concern, or that's a low vibration. You have to be at a place of hope, of happiness, as at ease. You have to be at a different place and frequency to really, really help them. You
got to show them.
Yeah.
A part of the helping is the showing. When people always say all the time, you love me, show me you love me. All the time. People want you to show them more than just to say it. It's easy to say, I believe it, you good.
Yeah.
And you say it all the time. Well, see, you got it. I believe it, you got it. I believe you got it. But when you take that silence to the side, it's like, let me tell you how I know you got it.
Yeah.
Remember the time when you was dealing with this?
Yeah.
And you overcame that obstacle?
Yeah.
Because you put your mind to it.
Yeah.
You can do the same thing today. Now that person didn't even say a lot, but they took the time and they reflected on a memory. So when you reflect on a memory with your child say, oh, you remember that one?
Yeah.
Dad, you remember that?
Yeah.
I don't even know my dad remember that.
It's just not the words he's saying though. It's also the feeling that he's portraying through his mouth, through his eyes. When we talk to someone, we give them eye to eye contact, or we speak energy at our mouth. They're absorbing that energy.
Yeah.
When you look at someone, you say, and you look them directly in the eye, you literally transferring energy into
literally.
Them. And so that feeling that you spent time curating, right, in your own time, daydreaming about how well they're going to be some successful adults and they're going to be happy, and not even that all that stuff is important to you, but you really just see their happiness, you see their well-being. You see their well-being. They're always going to be doing well. And you feel it and you transfer it to them. That's what they're looking for. They're not looking to be told and threatened and prodded and pushed and made, and they're not looking for that. That's one way of doing things. I mean, it works for some people, but really the true excitement and joy is the feeling and then transferring that feeling.
And when they when that feeling is being transferred, it is now into this like puddle of love, and this puddle of feelings that that child or that loved one begin to bathe in and bask in. And they're just like, oh, now this
feels good.
I'm gonna take this water over here that Papa gave me, and Mama gave me this right here. My teacher gave me this right here, and then I just did this to myself because I took the advice that was given, and somebody showed me the attention, and now I'm like this, and now I'm Kobe Bryant.
Right.
Now I'm Martin Luther King. Now I'm you got these feelings of excelling higher now. And I know the feelings because that's why I love words.
Yeah.
I remember in English, right? I was in my teacher, Miss Schroeder, in high school. And she said, do a monologue. So I get up and I do this monologue of Shakespeare, right? Floored the class, bro, right? And my teacher, she was like, oh my God. She just started crying. She was like, we're just so great. Bro, you know what that did to my confidence?
Yeah.
My teacher was like, she stopped and was crying, bro.
Yeah.
At my monologue, she was feeling it.
Yeah.
You're talking about that was on the high horse then.
Yeah.
I'm in that mind. Hey, I had it so good, right? Well, you passing your final report, bro. To get your final grade to graduate, bro. I ain't even hand in my final report, bro. That's how good I had it with my teacher, bro.
Yeah.
Because she's seen the product of the things that I did the whole year, all those years.
Right.
And she was like,
you're good. You're good.
And what did I do? I bask in the feeling. I bathed in all that good feeling. All that good feeling I bathed in. Now, what if nobody believed me?
Yeah.
What if I never got any energy? And this is what I'm saying when people say, oh, I'm good by myself. Oh, I don't need nobody. Oh, I don't need nobody. Oh, I don't need nobody. That's a lie. We all need each other.
We are, yeah.
If you've seen the movie Crash, that's what we do every single day of our life. Is we crash into somebody else that allow and enables us to either excel or descend from somewhere or something. Is because we're all looking for that true feeling.
Yeah.
Say it with me. We're looking for a feeling.
We are.
And that feeling is not just somebody smoothing over your hand. The feeling is somebody pouring into you and you're being filled up. And then when you're being filled up, your pores are just, the frequency is just pushing out. And now the energy is now contagious to somebody else. So how does brother feel and how I feel is we feed off each other energy. Exactly. For me to say I don't need him here, I'll be lying.
Yeah.
Because this was his idea to talk about feeling.
Yeah, but this show was your idea.
And this show was my idea.
Yeah, so like it's really, really amazing for you, one, to understand how you feel.
Right.
But then when you start transferring your feeling to someone else, that's the true connection we're looking for. That's the true adventure we're looking for. That's the true vacation we're looking for. We're not looking to like stop our job to go on a vacation and then have fun. We're looking to have vacation as we live in life every single day.
Every day, bro.
Every day is a vacation. Every day is opportunity for you to feel fulfilled and satisfied. But then you don't have to wait. You don't have to push off that opportunity. Now, so today's show is basking and feeling. So I know we're gonna close this.
You heard that? He's basking in the feeling.
My dog. He's like, I want to hang out. Anyway, so basking in the feeling.
Yeah.
We talked about recognizing the feeling. We talked about the importance of basking and feeling, wanting to put yourself in a place where you can connect with that frequency. But then once you imagine it, you're creating this world in your head. And once you see it in your head, then it just has to be. And so instead of forcing yourself to do things the hard way, pushing and forcing your kids to do their homework, if you just imagine them feeling good and you really believe that when you talk to them, that's going to be the dominant frequency and vibration.
Yeah.
That's what they're going to feel. And that's just what's going to happen.
It's what's going to happen, and like I tell my children, I told them this week, I said, my daughters and my sons, we're starting a little business for them. I'm teaching them how to be entrepreneurs. So we're starting a little business, and a cookie business and selling chocolates and making this stuff from scratch. And I told them, I say, don't ever look at your product and determine its value based on the atmosphere that you're in, thinking that, hey, the people may not like it.
Yeah.
Because you're determining it based on where you're at. I say you got to think international. You got to think global and universal, and understand that what the next person don't like, the other person admires.
Yeah.
That's why there is no ugly person on the earth that can be without a spouse or a loved one, or be someone that'll be attracted to.
Exactly.
Because what you think is ugly, someone
adores.
It is the most beautiful thing in the world.
Exactly.
So don't allow the process of you bathing in your feelings to be neglected based on what your surroundings are.
Yeah.
Get out of the box and look at the details of who you are. And then you'll see that somebody is on the outside looking in that is in love with how you walk, how you talk, how you are. They like your work, and others may not even be saying, oh, that's awesome. Sometimes it's because people are jealous or insecure with the dynamic of the man or woman you are. So bathe in the feeling. When you go to work and somebody say, man, that was some good cake you made the other day. Bathe in that.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, man. And go back home and say, y'all may not like it, but TT at the job said that was some good cake. So guess what? I'm going to make another cake and I'm going to pass it out next week. And guess what? I guarantee you're going to have so many people saying, man, I ain't say nothing, but that cake is fire. I was wondering if you're just going to make some more. I'll buy some from you. I ain't want to be greedy. And that's usually how it is. People will say, I ain't want to be greedy, but can I get another piece?
Right.
And that person may not say thank you.
Yeah.
They may not even call you. But because you handed out again, it was like, man, you made this cake last time. It was fire. They never said that, but that time you made it again. So bathe in your feeling.
Yeah.
And don't allow nobody to stop you.
Yeah.
Be true to who you are. And just bathe in it, baby. Sit in that tub and just douse all them feeling, every positive thing somebody give on you. Because like the guru said, that good frequency you give out, it's gonna come right back to you.
And
somebody gonna knock on the door of your heart and be like, hey, what's up?
You gonna do the head now like that?
What's up? What's up with you, baby? Come here, let me talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm crazy. But hey, we gotta have a good time. Have a good time. Yeah, I have a good time. All right, so I guess that's the end for our show for today.
Yeah, we cutting this show to a half an hour, but we're gonna do part 3 after this. So if you're still here and you're on Facebook Live, we're gonna do the last part. We had the first part against the review before we end was recognizing the importance of feelings. Second part was, okay, you recognize the importance of feelings, feeling good and feeling bad. You don't want to feel bad. Now you want to feel good. And you find that good feeling. Now let's take some time to bathe in it, imagine it, create it, and watch how that transforms your actual life, your reality, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
We got part 3, which is realizing that the manifestation you wanted, now you don't even want it. And now it's coming. Now it's coming.
Now it's
and it
coming.
Can't be stopped, right?
Now it's coming. You want it?
You want it, but you don't even need it now.
You don't even need it, but
now it's coming.
It's about to come at you.
Yeah.
Like right now. You see me coming? You see me? About to come at you. I'm about to come at you.
Silly. All right, see you. See you part 3.